It is the second friendly in a two-match series between the Matildas and Les Rouges, and it was a fantastic performance for Bev Priestman's side in the first match. And today they are expecting a much more energized Australian side, and for good reason. Take a look at this. It is the grand opening football-wise of Allianz Stadium here in Sydney, Australia. The injury bug continues to bite the Australians. Alana Kennedy, who started at center back, was ruled out with a hamstring injury that took her out of the first half. As a result, and with some other tinkers to be made for Tony Gustafson, he makes 4 changes. As we take a look at Bev Priestman's 11, it is 3 changes, 3 of them of the defensive variety, as you might expect with the injuries that Bev Priestman's been dealing with. For Tony Gustafson, he was frank in terms of the assessment of the match. Said we got exposed on the counter in the second half a little bit too easily, but ultimately we came into this window with a little bit of a different mindset. We knew that we only had 11 games and 10 proper football training sessions before the World Cup roster announcement. We want to narrow down on cohesion and consistency a bit more than they had. And that's what they're going to try and start with. That's what they do start with. Mary Fowler finishes it off first time on the setup from Sam Kerr. An early goal for the Matildas, and Allianz Stadium has a first football goal to remember off the boot of Mary Fowler. Great start for the Aussies, some difficulties at the back for the Canadians, Eva.
Yeah, I mean, listen, first of all, great play by Sam Kerr to cut that back, look across the line. It was excellent, excellent finish. Kaylin Sheridan had no chance at this. Really, this was just the defensive line also. You can see they're trying to get organized, but Sam Kerr played this so well. You got to give her credit for that.
As she had done in Brisbane, it is Katrina Gorey. Play in this corner kick. And towards Polkinghorn, coming through Lewick. Outside of her foot, sat up for a moment as the center back went for a third opportunity. Sinclair turns it over to Kerr, who wastes no time firing effort towards the far post. Yallopin one more. Cutting in is Ford, still with Caitlin Ford. Levasseur on her shoulder. Into a good space, this is fine. First time cross, Sheridan left-handed away. Michelle Prince does the same, this time with her right foot. Fowler, another brilliant turn. Courtney Vine is on, looking to make it a second. Vine, not her best. Sheridan still needed to be at full extension to keep that one away.
It was, and I think, you know, the first part of this first half, you know, what you had out of Dev Scott was more just ball to foot, moving the ball around. That's not really what she's in there for, right? She's in to hold the defense. I mean, yes, it's part of it, but what would happen if you had Grosso in those same moments on the ball? Would we have something different?
Abby Lewick goes forward. Bianca St. George stays in position, makes a lunge, still with the Matildas. As the days progress, certainly in the next 24 hours or so, we'll get a few more answers. 25 of the 32 teams have already qualified, and really it's down to UEFA in terms of who's going to be there. We know Sweden, Spain, England, Denmark, Norway, Germany, and France are through. We'll get, again, some more answers today. Here's Christine Sinclair. Her cross on the bottom of Polkinghorn, in for Leon, who's scoring again for Canada. Back-to-back matches with a goal, her 26th in red, and she has been the workhorse, the engine, and everything offensive for Canada, doing it again, and this is much, much better in terms of starting the half for Canada. Prince, Sinclair, Leon, it's near perfect. In conversation on the touchline, Sinclair has elected to nearly join the wall. Stays the appropriate distance away, and why not let Leon try for a brace? She got Canada level. Can she put Canada ahead? It's a good strike, but it moves very little right in towards Williams. This is what we saw a lot of in the first match, when desperation and a departure from the game plan started to sink in from the Matildas. Here's Leon, flag stays down, it's 2. She cannot stop scoring for country. Adriana Leon with 3 goals in the last match and a half. Really, she has been that dominant. Again, starts with the pass. Jade Rose, this time she will be able to get the assist. It is her first senior assist, and she has been
end-to-end.
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 Sheridan, back up the middle again, coughs it up. Sam Kerr finally gets the better of Jade Rose, pops free! Getting jammed in at the very last minute was Quinn, and they probably save a goal. Finds Wheeler. Grant off the head of Schmitz. The Matildas getting back into position. Kyra Cooney cross for Sam Kerr. Just how this series started, with Sam Kerr using the back of her head trying to beat Kailen Sheridan, but the door is shut. And ladies and gentlemen, Canada, those are your full-time whistles.